Alrighty guys, so we're just going to start, sorry, no, we went up. We're going to start laying down today. Excuse me. So we're just going to have, start with some pelvic curls. So we're just going to set up with your heels underneath your knees. Feet are going to be nice and flat and fingers stretching down towards your heels. We'll take a breath in to prepare. As you exhale, we're going to scoop in through the belly, tucking the tail under, scoop, and slowly curling up vertebra by vertebra. At the top, take another breath in, and then exhale as we lengthen out through the spine, slowly coming back down bone by bone. So we're just going to go for a couple of bridges here. So just warming up through the spine. I want you to really think about activating through the back of the legs, inhaling at the top, and then exhale as we lengthen out. So getting as much length between each vertebra as possible, and slowly releasing back down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale as we scoop it in, curling back up, pressing evenly through both feet, and just be mindful that those knees aren't falling out to the side or knocking inwards. Inhale at the top, and then exhale as we lengthen out, slowly coming back down. Exhaling as we scoop it back in, slowly curling back up. Just being mindful that both hip bones are remaining level. I want you to think about pressing through the whole foot. So I want you to think about having pressure through the heel, pressing through the little toe, the ball of the foot, and making sure that there's pressure through your big toe as well. Inhale at the top, exhale as we slowly curl back up, down. We're gonna go for 2 more repetitions here, guys. So we should start to feel a little bit of a warming up through the back of the legs and into the bottom. Inhale at the top, and then exhale as we lengthen out, slowly coming back down. 1 more here. Inhale at the bottom, exhale as we scoop in and lift. Inhale at the top, and then exhale as we slowly lengthen back out. All right, just releasing the hips at the bottom there, taking another breath in to prepare. As you exhale, we're going to scoop in through the belly, slowly curling up, stretching your hands towards your knees, and inhale as we slowly come back down. Exhale as we scoop it in. So digging deep through those abdominals, stretching the hands towards the knees, and then inhale as we slowly come back down. So just warming up through the middle here, I want you to think about keeping nice and long through the back of the neck, softening under the chin, and just starting to slowly warm those abdominals up. So we want to make sure that you're lifting through pelvic floor, drawing in through TAs, exhaling as we scoop and lift, and then inhaling as we come back down. We're going to go for 3 more repetitions here, and we're going to hold that chest lift position. Inhale as we come back down. Last 2. Exhale and scoop. Inhale as we come back down. Last one here. So we're just going to hold that chest lifted position. We're just going to bring our right leg up into tabletop, and the left leg's going to come up to meet. And we're just going to hold this chest lift position just for a few more seconds here. So I want you to think about continually getting that nice C-shaped curve through the spine. Keep stretching those hands up towards, almost towards the corner of your feet, I guess. Nice and long through the back of the neck. So we want to make sure you're not jamming your chin or sticking your chin out. You want to keep nice and soft under there. We've got 10 more seconds here. Keep this a nice regular breathing rhythm. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And slowly come back down. Just give those knees a little hug in for a tick. You can do a little roll from side to side. We're going to do a second hold here. So for our next one, we're just going to lower the feet back down. We're going to curl back up, stretching the hands towards the knees. We're going to bring one leg up into table, then the other. This time we're going to stretch our legs out long. So we're going to be here for 30 seconds. So I want you to make sure you're not pressing those abs out. The lower you go down with your legs, the more work you'll get into your abdominals there. So I want you to be mindful that you don't go down so low that you've lost that abdominal connection there. So just find the position that works for you. We've got 10 more seconds here. Keep it nice and long through the back of the neck and scooping in through the middle. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And just bring those knees back in and just lower that chest back down. Having a little rock from side to side. Alrighty, we're just going to stretch those legs out now. We're going to take our arms up overhead. We're going to inhale. We're going to slowly lift the chest up, bringing the arms forward. Exhale, scooping it in. And then we're just going to stretch the arms over the legs, stretching through the back of the body into the hamstrings. We're going to slowly restack the spine back up. And then we're going to scoop it in through the belly, and we're slowly going to curl back down all the way to the ground. Take the arms back overhead. Arms come up, lengthen through the back of the neck, softening under the chin, scooping in through the belly. Up to tall. We're going to stretch back over the feet, stretching through the lower back, back to the arms and back to the legs. Slowly restacking the spine back up. Scoop it in. We're going to slowly curl back down. We're here for 3 more repetitions. Arms overhead. Arms come back up, lengthening through the back of the neck, softening under the chin, scooping in through the belly, keeping those legs nice and tight. As we stretch forward, I want you to think about bringing your toes towards your nose. So flexing that foot, and you'll get that little bit of extra stretch into the back of the legs. Slowly restacking here, scooping in, and slowly curling back down, bone by bone. All right, last one. So stretching the arms up, scooping the belly, slowly coming up, stretching over the legs, slowly restacking, lengthening through the spine, and then slowly curling back down. All righty. From here, we're just going to bring our arms down beside us. We're going to keep the right leg nice and strong. So we're going to keep it flat into the mat. We're going to take the left leg up to the sky, and we're going for our single leg circles. So we're going to take, we're going to go out, down, and around. Out, down, and around. So I want you to dig deep through those abdominals. Make sure that there's no rotating through those hips. Keeping nice and strong with that right leg that's flat onto the mat. We're here for 3 more, 2 more, last one, and we're just going to go the opposite direction there. So taking the leg round, out, and around. So I want you to really focus on making sure that those hips stay as level as possible. We've got our last 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we'll just take that left leg down. We'll bring our right leg up, and we're going to do our circles on the other side. So keep that left leg nice and straight, nice and strong into the mat. We've got 5 more, 4 more, keeping those hips nice and level. 3 more, 2, and 1. And just going in the opposite direction there, to taking the leg out, down, and around. We've got our last 5, last 4, last 3, last 2, and last 1. Just bringing those knees into the chest, giving them a little hug in for a moment. We're going to flatten those feet onto the mat. We're going to curl back up into a bridge. We're going to hold those hips up. We're going to transfer the weight into your right leg, keeping the hips level, stretching the left leg up to the sky. And now we've got our single leg circles with that left leg in our single leg bridge. So we're here for 7 more. Keeping those hips nice and level. Digging deep through those abdominals. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. And just opposite direction. So we're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to slowly come back down there. Just give that left leg a little hug in. Flattening both legs, feet back onto the mat. We're going to curl back up into that bridge. We're going to transfer that weight into that left leg, stretching our right leg up into the sky. And we've got our single leg circles on our right leg this time. So we're here for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then just in the opposite direction. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And just lowering the hips back down, just holding on to that right leg and giving it a little stretching. Alrighty. We're going to come back up to into a seated position. We're going to take our legs out nice and wide. So our heels will just be on the outside corners of your mat, sitting up nice and tall. So we're going to go straight in front. So we'll take a breath in to prepare. As you exhale, chin to chest, and then bone by bone, we're slowly going to curl down, stretching the arms forward. We're going to inhale as we slowly come back up. So exhale as we curl down, scooping in through the belly, pulling yourself forward, bringing your toes towards your nose, and then inhale as we slowly restack the spine up nice and tall. All right, we're here for 3 more. Exhale as we scoop and stretch forward. Inhaling as we slowly stack back up. Exhaling as we scoop and stretch. And then inhaling as we restack. Last one. Exhaling as we stretch. Inhale as we come back up. All right, we're going to curl all the way back down. We're going to just slowly bring those legs up into tabletop. We're going to take our hands and we're just going to, our hands just past our knees. We're going to stretch up into an abdominal curl, taking the legs out. So our arms and legs will both be pointed at a 45-degree angle. And we're going to go, the legs are tight. We're going for 5 little pulses. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then just lowering down, bringing those knees in just for a moment. All right, we've got 4 more rounds here. So we're going to stretch those legs up, stretch the arms. 5 little pulses. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then bringing those knees back in, slowly lowering back down. So keeping digging nice and deep to those abdominals. We're here for 3 this time. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then slowly coming back down. Last 2 rounds. Scooping in through the belly, stretching those legs long. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And slowly coming back down. All right, we've got our last round here. So stretching the legs out, stretching the arms forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing those knees back in and just having a little breather there for a second. All righty, we're going to come back up into our seated position. We're going to have those heels back out onto the outside of our mats. We're going to sit up nice and tall. We're going to take those arms out into a T position and we'll have our palms facing upwards. So we're going to go into a seated twist. So we're going to rotate, turning our chest towards the right-hand side. We're going to do a little pulse and then come back to center, growing tall. And then the other direction. So 1, 2, and back to center. 1, 2, and back to center. So we'll inhale as we twist, and then exhale as we come back through. Inhale, twist, and then back to center. The whole time, growing tall, and back through. We're here for 2 more each side. 1, 2, and back to center. 1, 2, last one, each side. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Just bringing those arms back through. We're going to come onto our tummies into a prone position. All right, so we're just going to set up. We're going to have your forehead onto your hands and your elbow is going to be out wide. We're going to be nice and long through the spine. We lifted through pelvic floor. And we're going to go into some single leg lifts. So they're going to be nice and slow. So we're just going to slowly lift up our right leg. We're here for 10. So stretching that right leg away and then slowly lower back down. So with these ones, I want you to make sure, think about lifting from the hamstring rather than the heel. Digging nice and deep through those abdominals and keeping that leg nice and straight. So we want to make sure that you're not softening the knee with these ones, so keep that leg nice and tight. We've got our last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just lowering down that right leg. Oh, now we're doing our left leg. So we're going to keep nice. We want to focus on keeping those hips nice and level. So the only thing that should be moving is that left leg. I want you to make sure, again, that you're thinking about lifting from the hamstring rather than lifting from the heel. So keep that leg nice and tight. We've got our last 5 here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. We're going back to our right leg. And this time we're going to do single leg circles. So we're going to we'll lift the right leg up, out, and around. Up, out, and around. So again, I want you to think about lifting with the hamstring with these ones rather than the heel. Keeping nice and long through the spine and making sure that your hips are staying nice and level. We've got our last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're just going to reverse those in the opposite direction. So out to the side, up and around. Keeping nice and strong with that leg that's flat onto the mat. We've got our last 5 here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Just laying that right leg down. Having a little breather for a tick. This time we've got our left leg. So we're going to keep the right leg nice and strong. Lifting up the left leg, and we've got our circles. So out, down and around, up, out and around. So keeping digging nice and deep through those abdominals. I want you to think about keeping your hips anchored to the mat while you do these ones. So I want to make sure that there's no rolling around as you're doing it. So tummy's on, belly button's lifted. We've got 5 more in this direction. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we just got the opposite direction to go. So out, up, and around. So keeping your right leg nice and tight. And again, think about lifting from the hamstring. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Just resting that leg down. We're going to come from up into a front support. So you have got the option to do these on your forearms, or otherwise we're going to go into hands flat onto the mat position. So into our nice long spinal position. From here, we're just going to hold this position for just a little bit longer. So I want you to keep nice and long through the spine, pressing from underneath the armpit, keeping the fingertips nice and long. So we want to make sure that you're not dipping down through the back or sticking your bottom up into the air. So keeping that nice long spinal position. We're here for 10 more seconds. And just being mindful that we're not dropping your head down. So keeping that chin in line with the spine. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're just going to slowly lower those hips down, just stretching out through the front. Lifting the chest up. Last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alrighty, we're just going to lower back down. We're going to bring our arms down beside us this time, and we're just going to come into a little bit of extension work. So what we're going to do is we're just slowly going to lift up through the chest. Arms are stretching long down beside us. We're going to lift our legs up, and we're going for beats of the heels. So we're just going to click those heels together. So nice and quick, keep that chest lifted. Tummy's on, we've got 10 more seconds. So keep stretching those hands down beside you, length widening through the front of the chest. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're just going to push back into a child's pose here. So stretching the arms out in front, knees out nice and wide, big toes together, and we're just going to drop our hips down, pressing our arms into the mat and taking a couple of nice deep breaths. Alrighty, coming back forward, we're going to come into an elbow front support this time. So you can have your hands together, or you can take your hands apart. And from here, we're just going to step up into that front support position again. So from here, what we're going to do is we're just going to stretch out your right leg, and we're going for single leg lifts. So we're just going to keep those hips nice and level, keep nice and strong through that left leg. We're here for 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. And then we're just doing the other side. So stretching that left leg out, keeping the right leg nice and strong. Keeping nice and strong through that upper body and making sure that those hips aren't rotating. We've got 5 more. Last 4, Last 3, last 2, and 1. Just lowering that leg down. We're just going to hold that front position. We've got 10 more seconds. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And just dropping those knees down. We'll just stretch back into that child's pose one more time. Getting that breath back. Alrighty. So we're going to go into the rollover next. So we're going to set up seated nice and tall. Arms come out in front, and we're just going to slowly curl back down. So from here, our arms are going to go long beside us. We're going to lift, bring our legs up into the sky. We're going to scoop in through the belly, taking those legs up and over. So we're going to be up onto our shoulders here. Use those arms for support. We're just going to flex the ankles, separate the feet, slowly take the toes down, and we're going to slowly curl back down, bone by bone. Almost trying to get your knees to touch your face. We're going to take the legs back down, we'll bring them back together, and we're going to come back over. So digging deep through those abdominals, coming up and over, flexing the ankles, separating the feet, slowly taking the toes back down. And we're slowly going to curl back down, bone by bone. So keeping nice and tight through the tummy, taking the legs back down, they'll come back together at the bottom. We've got 3 more here. So scooping in through the belly, taking the legs up and over, flexing the ankles, separating the feet, and then we're going to slowly, slowly, slowly come back down, bone by bone. Legs come back together at the bottom. All right, so we've got 2 more, up and over, flexing the ankles, separating the feet, taking those toes down to touch if you can, and then slowly coming back down, bone by bone. Legs come back together at the bottom. All right, the last one. Scooping up and in, taking the legs up and over, flexing the ankles, separating the feet, and then slowly, slowly, slowly coming back down. All right, when we get to the bottom, we're going to come up into the hamstring pull. So we're going to stretch our right leg out. We're going to hold on to the back of the left leg. And from here, we're just going to swap. So digging nice and deep through the abdominals. If you like, you can add in a little pulse at the top. So just pulling that leg in for 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So digging nice and deep through those abdominals, nice and long through the back of the neck, softening under the chin. We've got our last 10 seconds here. 3 and 4. All right. So we're going to go into the double leg stretch. So we're going to keep those knees in nice and tight. And then we're just going to stretch arms up and over and then bring it back in. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, scoop. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, scoop. We got our last 5. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, scoop. 3 to go. Inhale, exhale, scoop. Last 2. Inhale, exhale, scoop. Last 1, and then bring it back in. And you can just have a little, we're just gonna have a little lay down there for a second now. Just hold those knees into the chest, a little rock from side to side. All right, we're just gonna take those arms out into a T position, and we're going to have our legs in tabletop. So we're gonna go into this spine stretch supine. We're just gonna inhale, gently let both knees tip across to the left-hand side of the room, keeping your back ribs connected to the mat. Exhale, we're going to scoop it in through the belly, coming back to center. And inhale, we're going to take the legs over to the other side. So just being mindful that those, your rib cage on the left-hand side doesn't come off the mat. Scoop it in and bring it back in. So you want to think nice and deep through the abdominals with these ones. You want to make sure that you keep your knees and ankles tight, and then coming back through to center. Inhale, as we take it over, keeping the back ribs connected. Exhale as we zip it and then come back through. We've got 1 more each side. So inhale as we stretch, and then exhale as we scoop. Last one to the right. Inhale, stretch. Exhale and scoop. Okay, so we're going to add on with this one now. So we're going to stretch back over to the left-hand side. What we're going to do from here is we're just going to stretch both legs out. You're going to bring legs back in and then come back to center. Inhale to the right hand side. So straightening your legs out, bending your knees back in, and then coming back to center. So just adding a little bit of oblique work in. We've got 2 more each side. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bring it back in. Alrighty. So as you do these ones, you want to make sure that you dig nice and deep through those abdominals. Be mindful that those back ribs aren't coming back off. We've got 1 more each side. Stretching those legs out. Bring them back in and back to center. Last one to the right. Stretching those legs out. Bend those knees back in and coming back through to center. All right. Our final add-on here is as we stretch out, we're going to hold our legs out. We're going to straighten our legs out and we're going to keep the legs straight. And we're just going to lift and lower. We're going for 10, 4, 5, halfway, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bending those knees in and coming back to center. We've just got the right side to do. So stretching the knees over, straightening your legs out. We've got 10 little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Just bending those knees in, coming back to center, and you can just have a little breather there. Just hugging those knees in and having a little rock from side to side. Beautiful. Alrighty, guys. We're just going to come into a little bit of side work. So we're going to set up. You have got the option to do these with your bottom leg bent. Otherwise, we're going to go in with both legs straight out. We're going to be set up. We're going to have our palm up and we're going to set up in an elbow plank on the side. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to do single leg circles with our top leg. So we're going to take down, up and around, down, up and around. So keeping nice and strong through that bottom arm, keeping those hips stacked. So we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. I'm just having a breather and we're just going to go the other direction. So we're here for 10. So keeping those hips stacked, keeping nice and long through the spine. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Just coming down for a rest for a second. The next one we're going to set up for is we're going to do some hot potatoes. So we're going to set up again on that palm up arm, and we're just going to lift our top leg up and over the bottom leg. So we're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And just lowering back down. All right, we're going over to the other side. So setting up this time onto our right hand side. We're going to keep nice and long through the spine. Palm is going to be up. We're stretching up onto that, into our side plank, nice and long through the spine. And we've got our single leg circles on our, with our left leg this time. So we're going to go up and around, up, back and around. So we're here for 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then just in the opposite direction for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just coming down, just having a breather there for a second. And we're going to do our hot potatoes on the other side. So remember, you can have both legs stretched out for this one. But I'm going to do it with my knee under for this time. So we're just going to lift that leg up and over. So we're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And just coming back down there, having a little rest. All right. We're going to just set up in from mermaids for the next exercise. So we're going to set up with both knees are going to be bent. We're going to take our right, so both knees bent to the right hand side. We're going to take our left palm down. I'm going to stretch our right arm up and over. And then we're going to come back up in the opposite direction. So stretching the left arm up and over. So left palm to the ground, right arm stretches up and over, getting that length down the right hand side of the body. And then coming back up and then stretching our left arm over and getting that nice stretch on the left hand side. We're here for 5 more. So stretching up and over, keeping that big gap between your ears and your shoulder, and then back over the other way. Last 2. Stretching that right arm up and over, looking up to the sky, and then stretching back over in the opposite direction. Last one, left arm comes down, right arm comes up and over, and then back over. Beautiful work, guys. We'll just swing those legs over to the other side. So left leg's bent, legs bent to the left hand side. We're going to take our right palm down, left arm stretches up and over, looking up to the sky, and then stretching our right arm over, looking up to the sky and getting that stretch down the right hand side. Right palm down, left palm hand over, and then coming back up, right arm over, getting that stretch down that right hand side. We've got 3 more. Right palm down, left arm over. Right arm over, looking up to the sky. Last 2. Right palm down, left hand over. Stretching back over, right arm over the top. We've got 1 more on this side. So right arm comes down, left arm comes up and over. And then stretching over to that right hand side. Left hand side, sorry, the last time. Alrighty. So coming back, we're going to go into rolling like a ball for our next exercise. So we're going to start, our knees are going to be together, our feet will be together, and your hands are just going to be resting onto your shins. So we're going to inhale, we're going to take a stretch back, and exhale, we're going to come up and balance. So inhale, rolling back, exhale, scooping in and balance. When you roll back, I want you to make sure that I just want you to come onto your shoulders as you go back. And as you come forward, we're balancing up on the top there, keeping that nice C-shaped curve through the spine. We've got 3 more to go. Inhale, exhale, come back up. Last 2. Inhale, roll, exhale, back up. Last 1. So where we're going from here, we're just going to lift our hands off our shins and we're going to continue rolling without our hands on. So balancing at the top. Inhale, roll, exhale, come back up. Inhale, roll. We've got 4 more. Inhale, back. Exhale, scoop and balance. Last 2. Last 1. And from here, we're just going to take our arms out into an aeroplane position. Inhale, curl. Exhale, scoop and balance. Inhale, curl. Scoop and balance. We've got 3 more. Inhale, curl. Exhale, scoop and balance. Last 2. Last 1. And we're just going to finish with arms overhead. Inhale, curl. Exhale, scoop and balance. Inhale, curl. Exhale, scoop and balance. Last 3. Inhale, curl. Exhale, scoop and balance. Inhale, curl. Exhale, scoop. Last 1. Inhale, curl. Exhale, scoop and balance. And we're just going to come back down and just give those knees a hug in for a tick. A little roll from side to side. Alrighty. So we're going to come back up. We're going to come into a kneeling thigh stretch. So we're just going to set up, so you want to have your feet, so you want to make sure that we're going to be in kneeling position. You want to make sure your heels aren't together. Your heels are going to be in line with your knees and your hips. And we're going to keep nice and long through the spine. So from here, what we're going to do is we're just going to lift our arms up in front, and we're going to keep the bottom on, tummy on. We're just slowly going to lean back, getting that stretch through the front of the thighs. I'm going to exhale, and we're going to come back up. So we're going to inhale, we're going to lean, get that stretch through the back of the front of the thighs. Exhale, come back up. We've got 3 more. Inhale as we lean back. Exhale as we come back up. Last 2. So we want to keep that nice lengthened position through the spine. Squeezing the backs of the legs and squeezing the bottom. Last one. And then coming back up. All right. We've got an add-on here for this one. So what we're going to do, when we come back, we're going to hold our position and we're going to open our arms up and then bring them back together. So we're going to inhale as we lean back. Exhale, open the arms. Inhale, arms come back in. Exhale, come back up to tall. My legs are starting to burn. Inhale, come back. Keep the tummy on, bottom on. Inhale, open. Exhale, arms come back in. Inhale, come back up. All right, we've got 2 more. Inhale, lean. Exhale, open that chest. Inhale, arms come back in. Exhale, come back up. All righty, last one. Inhale, back. Keep the tummy on, bottom on. Inhale, open. Exhale, bring it in. I think I got confused there with the last one. Anyway, let's just sit it back. We'll just drop the hips down, stretch the arms out in front. Just getting that breath back for the moment. All right, we're slowly going to restack. We're just going to finish with a little bit of glute work for today. So we're going to set up in the hands underneath our wrists, our knees underneath our hips, and in a nice long spinal position. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to go for a round of fire hydrant. So what we're going to do is you're just going to take your right arm, keep it bent out to the side, and then slowly bring it back in. So we're going to be taking that right leg out and then bring it back in, keeping those hips nice and level, making sure that there's no rotating through those hips. So as we go out, you want to make sure that we're not swinging. It's a controlled motion, keeping nice and strong through the tummy and keeping even weight through both hands. We've got 5 more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. We're just going to take that now into a circle. So we'll take the a leg out, back and around, out, back and around. So keeping the hips level, we're just going to be slowly taking that knee around in a big circle, as big as what you can control through those hips. Keep it nice and strong through those abdominals. We've got 10 more seconds. Last 3, 2, and 1. We're just going to reverse those circles now. So it'll be up, out, and around. Up, out, and around. So keeping those tummy muscles on. The neck is nice and long. So you want to make sure you're just looking past your fingertips. You don't want to be looking up at your belly button. We've got our last 10 seconds here. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're just going to finish with that leg out to the side, and we've just got little kicks. So we're just going to be bending and straightening that knee. We've got our last 10 seconds here. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we just sit it back and just have a rest there for a second. So I know my bottom was starting to warm up with those ones. We've just got to do the other side. So we're going to sit up with those hands underneath your shoulders again, knees underneath your hips. This time we're going to be taking your left leg out to the side. So we've got our fire hydrants on the left-hand side, focusing on keeping both hip bones nice and level, digging deep through those abdominals, and eye line is just past your fingertips. So you should start to feel a nice warming up in the corners of your bottom. Make sure that you're still breathing and keep nice and long through the spine. We've got 5 more seconds here, then we're going to take it into a circle. So 3, 2, and 1. So leg goes out, down, and around. Out, down, and around. Taking some nice deep breaths. We're nearly there. So just being mindful that your hips aren't rotating. You want to make sure that you're keeping both hips nice and level for these ones. We've got 10 more seconds here. Then we've got circles in the other direction. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to take the leg up, out, and around. up, out, and around. So drawing the biggest circles that you can with your knee, provided that you're keeping those hips nice and level. Alrighty guys, we've got our last 10 seconds here, and then we're just gonna finish with those little slide kicks. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so we're just gonna hold that left leg out, and we've just got little kicks. So we're just bending and straightening that knee. We got our last 10 seconds. Get that leg up just a little bit higher. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. Just sitting back, knees, big toes together, knees out nice and wide. We're just gonna drop the chest down, stretching the arms out in front. And then we're just gonna walk those hands over to the right-hand side, getting that nice stretch down the left-hand side of the body. And then we're just gonna take those hands over to the left-hand side, stretching down the right-hand side. So sitting that right sitting bone down nice and heavy. Slowly taking those hands back in front, and we're just gonna slowly curl back up. And then we are done. Good work, guys.